Alright, today we're going to be ranking the most frustrating bosses of KH1, so strap in. I haven't done a top 5 in a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's get on with it. So at number 5, we have Clayton. Clayton is a fight that's been troubling me ever since I first got into the games. Especially, I relived this frustration when I was going through Deep Jungle on my level 1 run. That's really when I completely fucking lost it against this guy. This is a legitimately difficult yet frustrating fight. I believe that the only reason that I actually beat this fight in my level 1 run because I was lucky that I did not get hit by those laser things. This is no joke. This fight is actually hard. At number 4, we have Anom Rku, another fight that's been causing trouble for me ever since I was a kid. That's kind of a staple with these things, if I'm honest. With this one, what really got me is how fast his attacks are, and not only that, but the arena where you're fighting him is kind of small and you don't have much space to maneuver around or dodge his attacks or pretty much do anything, because he's got those disc attacks, which I guess they're kind of easy to block. I can handle those, but then he has that ultimate attack that really gets me, and that kills me a lot of the time. You can kind of glide around it, but it is tough nonetheless, so that's the reason why this is number 4. I will say that I'm not looking forward to this one on my level 1 run. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Anyway, coming in at number 3, we have the second Ursula fight of course in Atlantica. Now, I always, just like a lot of people in the community, it's a bit of a meme over the last few years, of course. A lot of people don't like Atlantica, and for me, there's a couple of reasons. Number 1, it's a bit confusing. Number 2, the controls are not the easiest thing to get used to, and I'm not a fan of them per se. But the Ursula 2, or the second Ursula fight, is what really makes me hate this world, because those, especially on Prime mode, because I play mostly on Prime mode.
You're a fucking idiot.
Those attacks get those lightning things that she does, and those bubbles, that's so easy to get hit by. Especially the lightning ones. That's probably my biggest complaint about this fight, because even if you get behind her head, which is a strategy that people usually do with this fight, even if you get behind there, you still have a decent chance of getting hit by those thunder things, and if you're not paying attention to your health, you're gonna die. Simply as that. I do recommend one thing for this fight. I do recommend is using arrow. That's what I do for a lot of these fights, because it gives you a little bit more freedom and allows you to be a little bit more careless in situations where you normally wouldn't be. At number 2, we have Dragon Maleficent, another classic, decently difficult fight. Now this one, I can say over the years, I've gotten used to it, but the only reason I have is because I've died so many times to this thing. It's not even funny. On the PS2, when I was first playing this as a kid, I did play the game on normal mode, if I remember right, the first couple times back when I played on PS2. And there, it wasn't such a big deal. It was still pretty hard, but it wasn't such a big deal. But when I played it on the PS3 for the first time, this was probably back in 2017, and then I played it on Proud mode, and that really wrecked me. That's when I realized how difficult this fight is. You do have room, you can dodge her attacks, but whenever she does that move where she starts spitting fire everywhere and the whole arena is on this green fire thing, that's when I get concerned, because if you get hit on Proud mode, I think you get if you get hit 2 times, you're dead. That's the problem. Her attacks are incredibly strong and not the easiest thing to dodge. Sure, you can counter the basic attacks, the melee ones kind of things that she does. Sure, you can get out of the way when she jumps, when she does that tail jump thing. But when she's stomping on the floor with her feet and everything, you can dodge those. Those are not an issue. But the issue is really that one where she just spits fire everywhere and everything's on fire, and now you gotta figure out a way to not only heal but to get out of the way so that you don't die. That's really my biggest complaint about this fight. That's what really made it so difficult and frustrating for me. I really do remember for years and years and years on end just losing my shit to this fight every time I played KH1. At number 1, we have the fight that I fucking despise. This fight is the most rage-inducing shit ever. The Chernabog. I hate this thing. This thing literally not only looks like the devil, it is the fucking devil. I hate this fight. This is like Ursula on fucking steroids. This is not good. Those flame attacks, how they get bigger and bigger and they have like a bigger like surface that they cover. Those freaking little rocket things, whatever they're called, that are just chasing you constantly. They're like tracking you like the fucking homing launchers in GTA. Like Dragon Maleficent is a little baby compared to this thing. I think that this fight made me lose more shit than the lingering will from KH2. No joke. If you beat this first try, you on proud mode, you are a fucking god. That's it for my top 5 list of the most frustrating bosses of KH1. What do you guys think about this list? Do you agree with it? Do you have your own list? Do you not agree with it completely? Do you have a completely different list? Leave all that in the comments down below. I love to read and reply to your comments, as you know. And until the next video stream, thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.